Hi everyone, it's Mark from Silence Tech, and it's getting very close to Christmas, so I thought I would host another giveaway. There's going to be more details on that a little later on. Today though, we're checking out the QCK Prism RGB extended mousepad from SteelSeries. The only RGB mousepad I've used that doesn't affect my gaming performance. SteelSeries have outdone themselves, and I've religiously always used the XXL QCK, but I found my aim actually improved ever so slightly using this. Not because the RGB improved my FPS or anything like that, the QCK Prism just tracks extremely well. Roll the intro. Okay people, first of all, what separates this RGB mousepad from all of the others I've used in the past is the fact that it's flexible just like a standard mousepad. How SteelSeries achieved this is simple but effective. Using a transparent plastic, they've essentially stitched a plastic tube all the way around the outside of the mousepad, which links up with two USB powered RGB LEDs. It's such a simple idea, I'm not sure why no one ever thought of this before. The pros far outweigh the cons with this design. The mousepad keeps its 4mm footprint, allowing my wrist to rest as flat as possible while using my mouse. Also, if I'm using a wired mouse, I don't need to worry about a bulky USB hub catching on my mouse cable. Plus, since this particular version is extended, all the cables are neatly tucked out of sight. For so long, I've wanted an extended RGB mousepad that didn't hamper my performance while playing games, and the QCK Prism allows me to also cable manage all of the cables perfectly, since they're all over by my keyboard, and I simply routed that single cable from the QCK Prism in the same hole I used to cable manage my keyboard. There are a couple of cons to mention with the QCK Prism. The hub fires light from around the transparent tube from the left-hand side, making the right side significantly dimmer when you compare it to the left. Also, if you have sensitive wrists like a little baby, you might find the plastic cable used to stitch the tubing to the mousepad a little rough. Personally, my wrist never actually came into contact with it. Before we take a look at the RGB effects, let's talk about gaming performance. For the past few weeks, I've been using the QCK Prism with the awesome Rival 650 wireless gaming mouse, and they pair up very well together. They achieve some serious tracking performance. I normally use a much lighter mouse than this, but I found it extremely good at tracking targets at long range. The mousepad has a very nice surface as well that has an exact resistance for fine aiming and fast 180-degree flicks at close range targets. Taking a closer look at the Rival 650 wireless, she weighs in at 121 grams, but there's the option to add even more weights, increasing it even further. Its dual sensor design has been praised everywhere. One acts as a depth sensor for tracking liftoff distance, while the second is for regular tracking. It's crazy stuff. You're able to use this mouse wired or wireless with a 2.4 GHz connection. Battery life is pretty decent, lasting 20 plus hours in my testing with the RGB lighting on. Amazingly, this mouse does give you an additional 10 plus hours of battery life by leaving it on charge only for 15 minutes. The SteelSeries engine software allows you to choose between two basic effects. Also, the mousepad only has two zones from the top and bottom LED, a rather limiting factor, but you can change each zone independently. There's also 4 steps of brightness, and from what I'm able to see in the software, you aren't able to sync this mousepad with GameSense. So guys, this is now my go-to mousepad. Being a tech reviewer, I have tried a lot, and I'm not sure why SteelSeries make such nice mousepads, but they have been my preferred choice for years. The QCK Prism is the only mousepad I've had that's made me hang up my QCK XXL. That said, I do wish it was slightly taller. Because it's Christmas, guys, I've decided to do a giveaway, and I'm going to be giving away this mouse pad. It's not the extended version, but it's still pretty awesome. And I didn't even put giveaway in the title because I want this to go to one of my awesome subscribers. All you have to do to enter is write down in the comment section below why you'd love to have this for Christmas, and I will pick one lucky winner a week from now on my Twitter account, and a link to there is going to be in the description. I just hope I can get it to you before Christmas. Cheers everyone, I highly appreciate your support. As always, I shall see you real soon. My name's Mark from Silence Tech. Goodbye.